Virgo. Virgo, I have timeless messages for you, my beautiful Virgo collective. You guys know the drill. Take what resonates and leave the rest on the table. Don't make things fit unless it's showing up or presenting in your current stitch, okay, guys? Lots of messages coming through for you during my pre-shuffling ritual. And man, somebody needs to know your angels have a message for you, Virgo. Success. You're already successful. And you're on the verge of like really, really, I feel like some of you are already experiencing a lot of success right now. Could be in your personal life or your professional life. You're headed to even more success. A lot of you, this is confirmation. You already know this. Some of you need the encouragement from your angels that you're on the right track. So keep rolling, keep going. You know what I mean? I do have another message though. For some of you, maybe not all of you, angel number 5555 came out. Fives are all about change. This is giving me 20, the judgment card. Very, very highly protected. I feel like your angels and your guides are really asking you to not burn out. Like there's a tendency of perfectionism sometimes, or overworking, or avoidance of not, because you don't want to be like sit still or something. But it's like this is not a time for do, because the success is imminent. Do you know what I mean? This is saying centering, reassessment, grounding, balance. Finding balance in all areas of your life is really, really important, Virgo. Focusing energy, like managing and budgeting your energy like you would money. Do you know what I mean? Rest is important. Rest is a priority. And the last word is priorities. It's like I'm filming this in Virgo season, and that is what Virgo is all about. The sixth house is like your relationship, your routines, your health routines. How do you take care of yourself? Because if you don't take care of yourself, like immaculate care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others? Do you know what I mean? Think about when you're on an airplane, right? The stewardess, the air flight attendants, they're showing us about the oxygen masks, right? And they always tell the parents to put the oxygen mask on themselves first, because if you don't, mom and dad, guess what? You're going to freaking pass out, and your kid's not going to get an oxygen mask because you're the one that's got to put the oxygen mask on your kid. It's that kind of a premise, right? Self-care is not selfish. It's selfless, because it's just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, um, it's saying if you're feeling burnt out from overworking, the angels are encouraging you to ground your energy, reassess what your priorities are, and determine what thoughts are keeping you in a constant state of do, instead of simply being. I'll put a copy of this angel number. Here it is right close if you can do a screenshot. If you want, there's usually a really great journaling prompt to help you work through, right? I'll put a photo of this in the extended over at Patreon, because I will be doing an extended. Other messages that are coming through, something about divine feminine. Like I really feel like you're feeling secure with yourself. Getting a 6, you might have been born on the 6th. Something went on in the month of June, or is going to happen in June. There could be a feminine in your life that is really, really important. This could be referencing you. Notice how it's giving me the moons. I feel like, I mean, obviously this is eclipse season. The Pisces total lunar eclipse is going to be on September 7th, so there could be something significant about the moon. The second new moon in Virgo is going to be popping off on September 21st. There could be something significant about the moon cycles. Babe, you are going through a major transformation. You could have been born on the 19th. This is the sun card energy. Massive awakening. Okay. I feel like you are just going to continue to create, and like wonderful things are coming through to you. This gives me sun card energy. Leo, there could be a Leo in your life. It also gives me a 10, which is Sagittarian energy, the Wheel of Fortune. Like it is all shifting and it's happening very quickly. All the more reason for you to get and stay grounded and recognize when you're not grounded and do the things. Like this is just saying, take 10 minutes. Just take 5 or 10 minutes and just be really still and close your eyes and just be in quiet. You know, this also reduces down to a 1, which would be Gemini energy or Virgo energy, magician energy, right? So yeah, something very transformative is opening up for you. Now, here's a little something. I feel like I feel like Spirit's like, shh, be really careful about who you're sharing your plans with. You know what I mean? There's people like Evil Eye out there. So something about Evil Eye. Um, 23, you could be 23, born on the 23rd, reduces down to a 5, gives me Hierophant energy, Taurus energy. I just feel like this is just like, hey, just keep it on the down low. You don't want other people's energy soiling what you're, working on, Virgo. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the tarot. Ooh, wait, before I do that, I'm running the frequencies of crystals, quantum frequencies of crystals with this bioresonance device using the quantum field. They're infused in the video and you are benefiting from them when you watch this. They are channeled specifically to support the messages and guidance that are coming through. What I find interesting, Herkimer Diamond is running for you, really tapping you into your 6th chakra, your 3rd eye. Opening that up, expanding that. Peridot is a stone of new beginnings. New beginnings. And I feel like a lot of you have already started that or you're heading in that direction. And man, you're looking at a lot of success with that. Another thing I really love and I dig is citrine is running. That's a very beautiful gold crystal. A lot of abundance in all areas of your life. Again, success. I feel like you're going to be really like up leveling your creativity because the feminine energy is the creative energy. We all have feminine and masculine energies, right? Aquamarine is running to kind of help calm and soothe that mental chatter. And Tiger's Eye is running. This could be confirmation if any of you are working with any of these crystals, or if you feel resonance to actually, you feel called to work with them, that could be something in there for you with that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get details, what's unfolding. The tarot is like diving deeper in to the oracle messages. You guys, if you find resonance with anything in the readings, please let me know. Drop it in the comments. I love interacting with everyone. Thanks so much for all of the likes and the subscribes and the follows. I freaking love you guys. And if you want to book a private reading with me so I can really tap into your energy and your situation, booking link YouTubers pinned in the comments and TikTokers, it's up in my profile. Wow, you're showing up as the Knight of Cups, Virgo. I freaking love this. If you're not feeling light yet, that's where you're headed, which I'm freaking loving that for you. Okay, what else, Spirit? I love that. Like you're just feeling lighter, you're feeling creative, you're feeling more peaceful. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like maybe you have been doing a lot of things to keep yourself grounded. You've really upped that self-care. And I feel like, again, if you're not feeling that level of peace yet, that's where you're headed. And I feel like that's why your angels and guides are asking you to make sure that you're incorporating periods of rest and periods of grounding your energy, especially during the eclipse season. You know, the eclipse season's already started. It kicked off on the 23rd. And man, it's going to be going all the way up until October 21st. So self-care, immaculate self-care is so vital right now, Virgo. I'm just saying. Anyway, give me the rest of the reading here, Spirit. What's unfolding? Three, two, and 1. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. All these knights. Good gravy. I sound like my mom. Good gravy. Wow. Overarching energy. 10 of Cups. This is great. This is awesome energy. Like, there's a lot of abundance and success coming your way. Really great relationships and collaborations. 10 of Cups is like the rainbow after a dark period. You are really transforming, Virgo. I really like this for you. Yeah, you've really been through a lot. Healing from the past, doing a lot of transformative work. If you're resonating with this, you've been on the soul path. You've been doing the transformative work, the shadow work, the inner child work. And that's why even if you're not feeling it yet, you're really learning how to lighten up a lot more and enjoy. The nights are all about transitions and movement, and action. So you're definitely showing up a lot differently. I feel like there's other people involved. Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I feel like this Knight of Swords could definitely be someone that maybe you know them. Well, obviously you know them. I feel like this is the person that's giving you the evil eye. They could be younger than you. They could have a youthful energy. It's just kind of giving this energy that they are like, it's very competitive and I'm going to pummel over everyone and I have to be the best at everything kind of vibe. This could be a sibling. This could be a friend. You know, that's really hard to swallow. And I've been there, where you think that somebody's like a really good friend or like it's a family member and you're just like, holy shit, like this person is actually, comparison envy. Like why do they have this and I don't have this, you know what I mean? So I feel like something about that being revealed in the next few weeks. You're gonna see that, and that's a lot of the eclipse season too. Like it's like anything's up, any type of change, radical change, shifts, things coming to light that you couldn't see clearly before. And that can happen in any aspect of our lives. It can happen to us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It can happen to us on the external, like people, relationships in our lives, at work. It can happen on a collective level, global level, and government. You know what I mean? Things like that. I feel like you definitely have. There's the Knight of Pentacles. This could be you, but I feel like it's somebody else in your life that you really do. You really can trust this person. They're very dependable. I feel like they've been around for quite a long time, and I feel like you're going to be leaning into them for support. Maybe you're collaborating with them. The outcome, I really love this, is the Six of Swords. I feel like a lot of you don't realize that you are moving away from a really dark time. I feel like a lot of you may have been experiencing like bouts of depression or like anxiety, maybe just doing like the dark night of the soul thing. And that's typical when we're on the path and we're doing a lot of that soul work, that inner child and shadow work. But Spirit's really letting you know, this is confirmation that this is the outcome. It's getting lighter. You're moving away from that time. You see the darkness over here and the light. You're heading to that lightness. And that's why, my loves, you're showing up as the Knight of Cups. You are heading to this really great feeling of overall peace and happiness and joy and love. Like it's like an overflow of all of it. So I'm really, really happy for you on that. Wow. This is great. This is great, Virgo. All right, so what I'm going to do is get a final message, motivating, inspiring for you, Virgo. And then I'm going to take this over into the extended over on Patreon. We're going to go a lot deeper and get clarification. I'm going to find out what the deal is with this person, what's going on with this person, where you're headed towards. You know what I mean? Get more information on this success, this divine feminine, and whatever other messages Spirit has for you. We'll also get angel messages and another angel number for you. So anyway, let's get a motivating and inspiring, a final motivating and inspiring message for Virgo right here, right now. Please and thank you. You guys, the link for the Patreon extended YouTube, it's pinned in the comments and in the description box. And TikTokers, it's up in the profile. Open up the link and click on the Patreon button and you'll find it. Okay, here we go. 3 and 2 and 1. Yeah, Ten of Swords. The worst is over, baby. The worst is over. Wow. Oh my gosh. Spirit. Okay. Wow. Hold on a second. I got to look at this. So the worst of the situation is over. The worst of the situation is over. That Ten of Swords definitely giving me the vibes of the dark night of the soul. Like you have faced your biggest fears. You have done the depth work. You're healing. You're letting your inner child come out and play. You know what I mean? And that's why we're seeing the Three of Cups. It's getting lighter. Like you're going to feel so much more happier and abundant. Do you know what I mean? And just peaceful. It's definitely lightening up. And a lot of you need to hear this. I'm getting devil energy, the Seven of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, this is definitely a nod at, shh, that there's definitely somebody giving you the evil eye. They're not hoping that things work out for you. There's just a lot of jealousy involved in that. It's almost like an obsession. They're not trustworthy. Do you know what I mean? They're very deceptive, holding back stuff. There's a lot of hyper controlling tendencies, and this isn't anything to do with you, Virgo. This is to do with them. Do you know what I mean? I'll dive in deeper on this on the extended as well, because I feel like there's multiple messages coming in with this. I also feel like this is definitely a nod from Great Spirit and your angels letting you know, like, the Devil card is definitely about doing the shadow work. And you know, the shadow is our inner child. It's the inner child that felt abandoned or unseen, or was meant to feel like you couldn't speak up for yourself or you couldn't ask for help. Those types of things, like abandonment. And I feel like, you know, the Seven of Swords in that case and the Four of Pentacles, I feel like these hyper controlling tendencies and these ruminating thoughts, like the anxiety, like the self doubt, and like telling yourself you can't do this or that, like I feel like you're really breaking free from that. And someone needed to hear that. So it's kind of a two, it's definitely a 2-for-1. It's a twofer. But anyway, this is what I've got for you, Virgo. This is where I'm going to leave it. If you feel like you got what you needed, awesome sauce. But if you want to jump over onto Patreon with me, let's skedaddle and head on over there. Until the next time, I love you guys.